You are totally lost. Have fun walking home, smarty pants.
Getting lost is not very nifty. We've probably all experienced getting lost at some point in our lives. Have you ever had trouble navigating the halls of your school? Wandered away from the trail on a hike? Or minded just a bit too far into a cave? I, for one, get distracted fairly easily. One minute I'm shopping in the cereal aisle, and the next I'm in, Germany or something. And maybe you're like me, and you wander away from the pack, a lone wolf, destined to roam the air-conditioned shopping aisles for all of eternity. So what am I getting at here? Well, before I officially serve the story to you, I gotta pour you a nice, tall glass of exposition. Something that you'll need to know about my family before we start is that from 2010 to 2016, we lived overseas in southwestern China. And this is my dad. Yeah, I get my dashing good looks from him. He used to play basketball quite a bit, pick up games with other guys, local tournaments, in space with Looney Tunes characters, that sort of thing.
We rapping now? We rapping?
One time, my dad had a basketball tournament held in a stadium about 20 minutes away from our apartment. Some close friends of ours were also tagging along because their dad was playing that day too. So, while all of the adults watched the game like a bunch of nerds, us kids were outside playing freeze tag, hide and seek, and, practicing cult rituals or whatever the kids do these days. It was a fun time. After the tournament ended, we hung out at the park outside of the stadium and ordered some pizza. The other kids eventually split off to do their own thing while I played ping pong with a boy I'd never met before. And, he was really good at ping pong. I was probably just really bad. Because every single time he hit it to me, I would miss and the ball would fly out into Germany or something. It was during one of these searches for the ping pong ball when our family friend's son came to me and said, "Hey Pierce, we dippin', broham." So I said goodbye, eager to get back to losing ping pong, I guess. But what I didn't realize is that my dad was driving their family home. So it wasn't just our friends leaving, no. It was both of our families leaving together. So my sister and our friend's 5 kids all piled into the back of our SUV. It was pretty chaotic, and my dad just assumed I was one of the kids crammed into the back seat, and so he drove off. While all of this was happening, I was still playing ping pong with that other boy, and still losing, no surprise there. But once it started to get dark outside, I stopped playing and looked around for my dad's car, still not realizing that they'd left me behind. After about 10 minutes of searching, I realized my parents are gone. I'm completely stranded, by myself. At night, in the cold. This isn't very #epic. I knew that I had to put on my big boy pants, and a belt because I didn't fit into my big boy pants yet, and do what I needed to do to survive. Soon, my primal instincts kicked in, and I went searching for leftovers from our pizza party. Yeah, guys, I'm a regular Bear Grylls. And much to my stomach's dismay, we'd eaten all the pizza. But it was okay. I was a brave boy, and definitely not holding back tears. Yeah, I was totally fine. After a few more minutes of pointless searching, I gave up hope, sat on the ground, and played with my action figures. And that's when it happened. Who's there? It was the kid I played ping pong with earlier! Plot twist! I mumbled some broken Chinese about how my parents had left without me, and he ran off and came back with his mom. I dropped a pile of context onto her, again, probably butchering the Chinese, and we all hopped into the car and drove off. Now, I do realize that some of you, okay, most of you, may be thinking, why did you hop into a stranger's car? Did your parents never teach you about stranger danger? And I agree, you shouldn't ever get into a stranger's car. Where we lived, though, it was a small town, and because it was part of their culture, and because I was a foreign kid, they felt responsible for me, almost like I was their child. But once again, I would not recommend this technique, it's definitely not safe. After what seemed like hours, we finally arrived. In Germany! My mom offered to pay for the woman's gas, but she refused and then left. All in all, it was a pretty happy ending. But what did I learn from this whole fiasco? Well, I learned that my ping pong game can use a lot of improvement, and that we should have ordered more pizza. And also reoccurring Germany jokes aren't funny. Like, they're not funny. I don't know comedy.
Hello, Pierce Tooners. Alfie Animations here, doing the end card for Pierce Toons because he sadly passed away due to an asparagus overdose. Pierce just wanted me to say that he's glad that he finally finished the video because it took forever. And I'd say it was worth it. It was pretty hilarious. And he also wants to say thank you for all the great fan art, and he really appreciated it. He's dead now, so rest in peace, legend, and stay weird.